Have you been considering buying or selling a property in the Greater Moncton area and wondering what the current market conditions are? Well, you're in the right place. I have you covered. In this video, I'm going to be reviewing the latest market conditions for June of 2023. So let's dive into the latest residential trends for Greater Moncton. Let's begin by reviewing inventory supply and what this means. We are looking at how many months it would take for all existing homes on the market to be sold if no new homes came on the market based on the current sales rate. This allows us to determine what type of market are we in. Are we in a buyer's, stable, or seller's? So for June, the inventory supply in Greater Moncton was at 2.8 months. And with the inventory supply being less than 4 months, the market is favoring sellers, pushing prices up as a result. With this data, we can see that Greater Moncton is in a seller's market and continues to experience low inventory. Now let's compare the supply from May to June. In May, the data showed that the inventory supply was at 2.4 months, which shows us that there was a minimal uptick in the inventory of only 0.4%. While this inventory increase is minimal in June, it still represents a shift in the market from May. It is noteworthy, though, to mention that we are working with two different markets. One with a price range between $200,000 and $500,000, where homes are moving quickly, keeping the inventory low, and homes priced above the $500,000 are starting to see a bit more inventory for buyers, which is causing that slight uptick in the monthly inventory supply. Now let's chat a bit about the average sales price of homes. In June, the average price was just above $357,600. This is the overall average taking all the residential homes in Greater Moncton area. So it's a broad view of the market. The average sales price has increased 9.4% compared to June of last year and is up 3% from just last month. Home prices continue to be generally moving in the upward tick, but not as fast as we've seen in the previous months. However, I do believe we are seeing the most significant change in prices between that $200,000 and $500,000, as mentioned earlier. As this particular price point, the market is buzzing with activity, seeing multiple offers in homes, and the available inventory is quite low. I would like to mention that even though the Bank of Canada did increase interest rates by 0.25% in June, we only may see how this rate increase affects the market in the upcoming months, as most of the homes that closed in June would have happened to be purchased before the increase. Let's review the sale to list price ratio. This stat gives us an insight into how closely a home sold for in relation to its list price. For June, the sales to list price ratio was 9.3%, meaning that properties were selling very close to their list price and making vendors happy. This figure is holding steady and is only slightly up by 0.2% from May, but it is showing us the market is finding its footing. The more significant change is when we compare it to the same period last year, where it is down 2.9%. I think this is mainly due to the fact that the market in Greater Moncton has now allowed both buyers and sellers, along with real estate agents, the opportunity to review and understand the market trends as the data is becoming more stable. If we think back to a year ago, the market was all over the place. Everyone was trying to find the most accurate data to determine the market value of their home, as the landscape seemed to be changing constantly with low inventory and with high buyer demand. This resulted in properties seeing multiple offers and pushing those prices up above what the list price was, resulting in that higher sale to list price ratio in June of 2022. Fast forward to today, we're seeing most homes being priced more accurately and very close to their actual market value, as we now have more stable data. Properties in that price range of $200,000 to $500,000, if priced correctly, are still generating multiple offers though, and still seeing some sell above list price. However, for high-end homes, the situation is a bit different. They are selling, but they aren't attracting as many multiple offers as they did last year. In fact, buyers are putting more conditions in the offer and having a bit more negotiation power. Remember, understanding the statistics and the market trends can truly help when you're considering buying or selling a home. But of course, each property and situation is unique. So what does all this mean in terms of how long it is taking for homes to sell? In June, it was taking an average of 24.5 days for a property to sell. and in May it was taking 24 days on average. Not even sure we can call this an uptick. It is pretty close. But when we look at June of last year, properties were selling in just 19 days on average. So we are seeing a slight increase of 5.5 days. The market is still moving along at a fast pace. Unfortunately, this doesn't leave too much time for buyers to consider their options. They need to be ready to make a move when they see the property they'd like. But on the flip side, it's fantastic news for sellers. If you have your property priced right, the chances are it's going to sell quickly. So whether you're a buyer in a hurry or a seller ready to make a fast deal, one thing is clear: properties are moving quickly. So let me break all that down for you quickly. Housing prices are still on an upward trend. Days in market are staying stable. Homes are selling close to list price and in a price range of $200,000 to $500,000, normally above ask with multiple offers. Few extras are: in June we saw 446 new residential listings with 342 sales, and giving us inventory levels still low at under 1,000. When you review this information, it explains a lot about why inventory supply is low, which in turn pushes prices up. There is just not enough new listings hitting the market to maintain the number of buyers. But remember, this is just a snapshot of the current market condition. It is important to do your research and work with a professional to make the best decision for your situation. Thanks for watching. If you require an accurate market analysis for your home, or you're thinking of buying and need guidance on purchasing in this market, please feel free to reach out to me for a no pressure conversation. I am always here to give you the straight goods so that you're informed, allowing you to make the best decision. There are several ways you can contact me, but the easiest is to click on the link in this video to set it up. I have also listed all my contact information in the show notes below. So please contact me with whatever method works best for you. I'm always here to listen and help, and I'll be back next month with an update market report for July. Until next time, this is Tammy Green. Happy home buying or selling.